Hey, peace, family. Hey, I just want to chime in on something that actually it relates to relationships, but also just relates to us interpersonally as well. Oftentimes, we hear the phrase "love is blind," and one of the things I'm doing this year in my own personal quest and one of my personal mantras is to see beyond the veil. Oftentimes, we have things that are veiling us, and that could be thoughts, concepts, or ideas that we have taken in and we're implementing it. And sometimes those type of things can be the source to our derailments. Currently, we see a lot of times in relationships, people get in unfavorable and unhealthy situations. And a lot of times you hear them say, well, love is blind. I'm here to challenge that. Be open, what I'm about to say. Love is not blind. Our desires can be blinding. Our ambitions can be, blinding. Our preferences can be blinding. But love in itself is not blinding. Love is a selfless energy, which means that it removes itself. So anytime we're able to remove pieces to be able to see outside ourselves, our eyes opens up. When more we're only can focus on our own desires and our own needs and things like that, it can blind us or it keeps us closed. Okay? So the opposite of love is opposite of being selfless is selfish, which means to be self-absorbed. So a lot of times, if we have to be honest, I know it may hit a touch rough spot for some of us, but we got to be honest. We all have an aspect where we're focused on ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. But when we're highly self-absorbed in that, and we sometimes mix what love is, because love is translucent. Love is clear. You can see through it. Love allows visibility. Love allows us to be able to see one another in the true nature of what we really are. Love doesn't blind us from seeing that. Love allows us to see it. Okay? And so when I say love is a selfless energy, it removes the ego. And the ego in itself is not bad. I'm talking about the self-absorbed aspect of the ego, only focusing on what it needs or what it wants. Okay? And what happens is in relationships, when we don't get what we need or not what we want, then we'll switch it and say, well, love is blind because we're not getting it, or you're sitting there, you're believing in the hope, you're optimistic. Our optimism can be blinding. It's good to have it. It's good to have hope. But at the end of the day, we have to be honest, it's the optimism that keeps us blinding, that keeps our tolerance. Love brings in a level of tolerance. So we're tolerating certain things. But when things are not, but love points to growth. Love points to freedom. So to be free in yourself is to be able to see yourself and be able to exchange that. That's why when you're around people that are more free, you feel free with them because it's open, it's fluid, it's not closed. So love is not blind, because to be blinded means to be closed. So if we're in situations that didn't allow us to see what was really going on, we have to ask ourselves the question, is it love that's causing me to stay in a situation? Or is it my desire? Or is it my preference? Or is it my personal shame? Right? Or is it my own personal, I don't want to face a disappointment, so I want to go ahead and keep this self-approval for myself, so that way I don't want to accept the truth in the situation. Because see, love, a derivative of love or something that correlates with love is truth. There is no love without truth, and there's no truth without love, and there's no love without forgiveness, and no forgiveness without love. And those able to forgive more, able to love more. So sometimes the forgiveness piece allows us to we get it mixed up a little bit too, because we think we're tolerating. No, we think it'd be passive. We can allow things. No, anything that's not designed to go towards your health, your freedom, and your growth, and your own self-exploration is counter love. It's not love. All right. And things that encourage you to be more self-absorbed. That's why everybody's like, well, I'm scared to love again. That's not love. That's a selfish statement. Love is about exchange, and it's fluid. It's a giving and receiving. We all have been hurt. Hurt builds up walls. We know that. We know we can't allow anybody to do anything to us. But I just want to get to the basic core. What I'm saying is that love is a selfless energy, and that selfless energy is not going to blind you.